Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 2001 season in Payoff Pitch Baseball. We're on block 30 already of the replay. Hard to believe things are moving along this quickly. And block 30's feature game takes us to Stade Olympique in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, where the Atlanta Braves, in a shocker to this point in the replay, are taking on the National League East leading Montreal Expos. That's the shocking part of the replay. Looking at the standings for the East, the Braves come into this game with a record of 43 wins and 61 losses. They are 19 and a half games back of the division-leading Expos at 63 and 42. The Expos, to this point in the replay, have won almost as many games as they did historically for all of 2001. So we've got a very chaotic replay. This is also going to be the final block of July, so we will have standings updates after this block is over. So what's going to happen here? Let's find out. I will also give you guys a heads up that I've gotten a bunch of deliveries in. Normally I'd unbox them all at the end of the game, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to mix them in during the game. So every couple of innings, we'll take a small breather, which will simulate giving whatever pitcher is on the mound at the time a chance to get some warm-up tosses in, and we'll do a delivery unboxing. So, with that all being said, let's jump into tonight's action. Starting pitcher for the Montreal Expos is Tony Armas. 9-14 with a 4.03 ERA, 196 and two-thirds innings pitched, 180 hits, 18 homers, 91 walks, and 176 strikeouts in 2001. Let's meet the Braves lineup that he's got to keep in check tonight. Leading off, we've got Marcus Giles at second base. BJ Suroff is in left field. Chipper Jones is at third base. Brian Jordan is in right field. Ken Caminiti is at first base. Andrew Jones is in center field. Javi Lopez is catching. Mark DeRosa is at shortstop. And John Burkett is hitting off a pitcher hitting card number 3. Leading off for the Braves tonight is Marcus Giles. Armas is a righty, 7 homers, 21 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. We have a lot of teams using blue, white, and red dice for this replay. Expos being the home team tonight are one of them. Expos trying to lock in their position in the National League pennant race. Braves trying not to have a completely embarrassing replay. Armas will look at Randy Knorr for the sign. He will set, and we will go to the opening pitch here at Olympic Stadium. And we will get started with a tough 7. That'll be an ugly swing by Giles. That'll be strike 3, out number 1, and we are underway here at Olympic Stadium, as Armas already seems to have his breaking ball working tonight. BJ Suroff is now the batter. 10 homers, 26 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Armas will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 24. Called strike 3 on Suroff. Curveball gets enough of the zone for strike 3. That's out number 2. Second strikeout already of the night by Armas. 2 down in the inning, and the batter now is Chipper Jones. 30 homers, 61 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Armas will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 30. That's going to be a wild pitch. Ball 1. We will do it again. 11 is a ballpark check. 49, he's batting lefty. 49's in play for Jones. And we've got a rare play. We've got an in-play, rare play with the bases empty. So now we've got to fish out the... Okay, here's part of the bases. Here we go. Bases empty, in play. A 0-0. Batter grounds out to shortstop, G6, and appears to injure himself running to first base. Batter removed from the game and check for the injury. Injuries are game only, except during the playoffs. But that'll pull Jones out of the game. The Braves need a new third baseman. Taking over at third base is going to be Wes Helms. But 1, 2, 3, more importantly, go the Braves here in the bottom of the first. Score is now Atlanta 0, Montreal coming to bat. Wes Helms will bat third for the Braves. So bear with me for just a minute while I get this all sorted out. Digital Diamond is being slow, but I will talk about the starting pitcher for the Atlanta Braves tonight being John Burkett. 12-12 with a 3.04 ERA, 219 and a third innings pitched, 187 hits, 17 homers, 70 walks, 187 strikeouts in 2001. As Uncle Dave Gardner now joins us here at Stade Olympique. Let's take our first look at the Expos starting lineup. Leading off, Peter Bergeron is in center field. Jeff Bloom is at third base. Vladimir Guerrero is in right field. Fernando Seguinal is at first base. Orlando Cabrera is at shortstop. Randy Norris catching. Brad Wilkerson is in left field. Henry Mateo is at second base. And Tony Armas, the pitcher, is hitting off a pitcher hitting card number 5. And sorry to disappoint you, Dave, but I do not have the time to round all the corners on all the payoff pitch seasons I have. It's been a crazy replay, and you'll see that for yourself when we get a standings update later tonight. Leading off for the Expos is Peter Bergeron. 2 homers, 18 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. And I will see you guys for the top of the second. Burkett will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. 3 is a ballpark check. 39 is in play for Bergeron. 97 is going to be way too high. That'll get lifted into right field. Going back for that one is going to be Jordan. He will make the catch, and that is out number 1. We'll see how the Braves and the Expos do when the lights are on bright here at Stade Olympique. Jeff Bloom, now the batter. 5 homers, 24 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Burkett looking into Lopez for the sign, and here's the pitch. 11 is a ballpark check. 53, he's batting lefty. That's also in play. And a 46 will be too high to do anything with it. That'll get bounced over to first base. Caminetti waiting for that. He'll wave off Burkett coming over to cover the bag. Take it over himself. 2 outs in the inning. Vladimir Guerrero, now the batter for the Expos. 26 homers, 20 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Burkett will get the sign from Lopez, and he will pitch. 11 is a ballpark. We've got another rare play at the ballpark with the bases empty. It's already turning into a rare play kind of night. Let's see what we get here, though. 48. Okay, I'm ignoring this rare play because this is probably the 7th or 8th time I've gotten a delay-related rare play. So we're going to roll for that again. 5. Okay. Pitcher calls out trainer and manager due to discomfort. Pitcher must be removed from the game. Check for the injury. So now Burkett's got to come out of the game. The Braves are just falling apart here. They're going to have to go to the bullpen already. Let's see. Who do they have in long relief? Wow. This is a bit of a problem. Well, this is a bit of a problem, but honestly, I could justify. Looks like Jason Marquise just started. Gross. Let's see. So 2 outs in the inning. The Braves, who are the Braves going to go to here? John Smoltz is probably in the bullpen as a closer. Good grief. Yeah, this is... The Braves are falling apart tonight, I'll tell you what. The Braves are going to get... I think the Braves are going to send Steve Carsey out to get some innings here. They need to eat up some innings. So I'm going to house rule that he's coming in long relief. 3-4 with a 3.43 ERA, 44 and 2/3 innings pitched, 44 hits, 4 homers, 17 walks, 39 strikeouts in 2001. So I think we'll role play once we get Digital Diamond all caught up here. Once we get Digital Diamond caught up here, we're actually going to role play, giving him a little bit of time to get some warm-up tosses in. And we're going to do a product unboxing here already. Like I said, I've gotten a few deliveries in, so we're going to jump in while Carsey gets some warm-up tosses in. First up, we're going to look at this mailer from Compass Game. Or actually, I'm spoiling a little bit, but let me tell you the story of what happened. So when I was getting home from work this morning, I had some Amazon deliveries that I knew I was waiting for, and then I saw this mailer in front of my door. I was looking at it like, wait, what? A mailer? I'm not expecting anything else. Then as I was getting situated, I had another thought. As I was getting boxes situated, I had another thought where I was like, wait a second. I know there's a company that doesn't tell me when they're shipping. Usually it's just a matter of, oh, here it is. Especially when I back it on Kickstarter, and sure enough, this was another one of those mailers. So this is actually from Compass Games. Let's pull this open and see what we've got in here. I'm sure Compass will also have a whole bunch of packing peanuts in here as well. I'm turning the knife a little bit towards me. I always get nervous when I turn the knife toward myself, but in this case, seems like it's going to work out just fine. I do not like these priority mailers, though, because of how they press it down and use the glue to close it up. And shockingly, no packing peanuts in here. Spoke too soon. Looks like I just happened to open the side that didn't have the packing peanuts in it. I will deal with those later, but what we're greeted by in here is a copy of a new game that was on Kickstarter toward the end of the year by Compass Games. That is Sensuikon, Japanese Fleet Submarines in World War II. This is a solitaire submarine war game by Gregory M. Smith and Brett Grimmond. And of course, there's a wall of text on here that I don't have time to read. Suffice it to say, if you're familiar with the Hunters games at all from GMT and Consim Press, you'll recognize that in Nothing Flat. Anyway, I think that's enough warm-up tosses for Carsey. Let's jump back into the action here. As already, the Braves are having to go to the bullpen. So I'm going to house rule that Carsey gets 3 innings with no fatigue. Carsey will get the sign from Lopez, and he will pitch. 6 is a patient 91. I doubt Guerrero's that patient. He is not. That'll be bounced over to short. Picking that up is going to be DeRosa. He will make the play over to first, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Expos here in the bottom of the first. We are scoreless in Montreal after 1. And trust me, Dave, scoreless in Montreal does not have the same flavor to it that scoreless in Seattle does. Thankfully I'm not gonna have to sing and try to get scoreless in Seattle to catch on tonight. Top of the second brings us to the middle of the Braves order, though. Brian Jordan leading off for the Braves. 17 homers, 21 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Armas will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 41, and Jordan's going to get into that one. He's going to get that to the gap, and that's going to be a double for Brian Jordan. A leadoff double for Brian Jordan. That'll bring Ken Caminiti into the batter's box. 6 homers, 16 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Armas will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a patient 4. Ball 4. Slider misses the zone badly, and Caminiti will be on with a walk, and the Braves are cooking here all of a sudden. 2 on, nobody out. The infield will go to double play depth. Andrew Jones, now the batter. 29 homers, 46 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Fans here at Olympic Stadium are on their feet, hoping Armas can make a big pitch. Armas will get the sign from Knorr, and he will pitch. 8 is another rare play. This time it's tough. And we've got runners on base. That is the 3rd rare play I have rolled tonight. Good grief. It is looking like it's going to be one of those nights, folks. Let's see, 53, runners on base tough. Pitcher with a strikeout per 9 of 6 or more causes all batters to roll on their tough until a batter reaches base on a hit or the pitcher is removed, then return to playing as normal. Other pitchers strike out the current batter, but the next 2 batters roll on their wheelhouse. Armas' strikeout per 9 is 8.1 strikeouts per 9, so yep, he will cause all batters to roll on their tough until a batter reaches base or the pitcher is removed from the game. So Armas will make everybody roll on tough. Okay, so it sounds like other pitchers strike out the current batter. So it looks like he's got to re-roll, but he gets everybody on tough now. So he's going to re-roll the at-bat on tough. Which a 9 is going to be an ugly swing by Jones. Strike 3 for out number 1. Out number 1, infield still at double play depth. Javi Lopez, now the batter. 12 homers, 16 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Armas will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch, and the result will be tough for Arm off the pitcher card. An 80 is going to be a fly ball into center field. Coming under that is going to be Bergeron. He will make the catch, and that is out number 2. Mark DeRosa, now the batter. 1 homer, 4 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Armas will get the sign from Knorr, and he will make another good pitch onto tough. Rare play number 4 already. This is the night of rare plays, I swear. 50. We got the same rare play again. So we're just going to re-roll the at-bat again. A 9 is a swing and a miss by DeRosa. Strike 3. That will retire the side. 4th strikeout already by Armas. He gets around a leadoff double and a walk here in the top of the second. We are still scoreless as we move into the bottom of the second. Stadium cheers. Yay! Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, it's going to be a night, folks. Middle of the order for the Expos to lead off the bottom of the second. Here's Fernando Seguinal. No homers, 1 walk against right-handed pitching in 2001. Okay, just making sure it looked like the camera had frozen on me for a second, but it didn't. Carce will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 80. That's going to be a called strike 3 on Seguinal for strike 3, out number 1. Orlando Cabrera, now the batter. 10 homers, 26 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Carce will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a patient 75. He's not that patient. That'll be lifted into center field. Andrew Jones back for that one. He'll make the catch for out number 2. I guess I can call Andrew Jones just Jones since Chipper's out of the game. Randy Knorr, the catcher, now the batter with 2 outs. 3 homers, 3 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Carce will get the sign from Lopez, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 74. That'll be a base hit by Knorr. He will extend the inning with a 2-out single. Brad Wilkerson, now the batter. 1 homer, 16 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Carce will get the sign from Lopez, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 35. That'll be a swing and a miss by Wilkerson. Strike 3. That will retire the side. Nothing across except a single for the Expos. We are still scoreless here in Montreal after 2. IB Jester now joins us here at Olympic Stadium. Jester, you have already missed a chaotic first couple of innings in the game. I've rolled 4 rare plays tonight already. I had our favorite ballpark delay rare play that came up. John Burkett got lifted because of an injury. Chipper Jones is also out because of an injury. And apparently Tony Armas is in the zone tonight, so it's already been a very chaotic night. Speaking of, Steve Carce, we need pitcher hitting card number 1 for Carce. They need Carce to eat up innings desperately here. Unfortunately for the Braves, Carce will have to roll on his tough section because of the rare play that we had earlier in the game. That rare play is going to last until somebody reaches base. And let's tab back in. Armas will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch on tough. And a 38 to the shock of everybody except for my non-existent cat. That'll be a swing and a miss by Carce. Strike 3 for out number 1. That is the 5th strikeout tonight by Armas, but it's almost like a free strikeout in a way, because most pitchers generally only strike out on tough. Here's Giles. Giles is 0 for 1 tonight. Armas will get the sign from Knorr, and he will pitch. A 36. Giles is going to get into one. That's going to be a double, and that will end the rare play for Armas. So now we actually need the D6s again. And that'll bring Suroff to the plate. Suroff is 0 for 1 tonight. We actually need the D6s. I was actually liking not having to roll the D6s for the at-bats. Armas will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a patient 38. That'll be a base hit by Suroff. Line drive into left field. Giles will come in to score. Surhoff will go to first. Braves will take the lead 1-0. Stadium groans. Ugh. That will bring the infield back to double play depth. And here's Wes Helms taking his first turn at the plate tonight. 5 homers, 14 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Armas with a 1-0 lead. He will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 30. That is going to be a wild pitch. Surhoff will go to second on the wild pitch. That'll also double as ball 1, and we will do it again. Once Digital Diamond decides it feels like catching up. There we go. Ball 1 on Helms. We will do it again. 10 is a patient 76. I doubt he's that patient. Nope. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Under that for Montreal will be Bergeron. He will make the catch for out number 2. Surhoff's run rating is not high enough. He will hold at second base. But there are 2 outs in the inning. And Jordan, now the batter. Jordan tonight has a double. Braves with a 1-0 lead here in Montreal. Armas will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 76. That'll be another fly ball into center field. Bergeron again getting his workout in today. Or tonight, that'll make the catch. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, and a wild pitch. Atlanta out to a 1-0 lead as we get set for the bottom of the 3rd. Bottom of the 3rd brings us to the bottom of the Expos order. Henry Mateo now at the plate. Figures there is some craziness going on with 2001. Just a little bit of craziness. Like I said, you'll see how crazy it's gotten when we have the standings update later tonight. No homers, no walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. 1-0 Atlanta here, bottom of the 3rd. Carce will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is an in-play 27. That's going to be against the righty. That is going to be popped up on the infield. Giles will get to that one for Atlanta. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Tony Armas, now at the plate, likely to be a free out for the Braves. 1-0 Atlanta here, bottom of the 3rd. Carce will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 61, and called strike 3 on Armas. That'll be out number 2. As a changeup catches the zone for strike 3. For out number 2. Batter now is Bergeron. Bergeron flew to right his first time up. Carce will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. Snake Eyes is an in-play 37. That'll get grounded right back to Carce. He'll take his time, toss that over to first. That will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Expos here in the bottom of the 3rd. Still 1-0 Atlanta after 3. We'll do another part of the product unboxing after this inning. Top of the 4th, batter now is Caminiti. Caminiti has a walk tonight. Expos down 1-0. They need to hold this game right where it is. Armas will get the sign from Nor. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 82. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Bergeron has been busy tonight. He's going to make that catch on the run. Coming in for out number 1. Jones, now the batter. Jones struck out his first time up. Armas will get the sign from Nor. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a ballpark check. 84 for the righty. Jones is in play. And a 70 is going to be grounded over to second. Charging in for that one is going to be Mateo. He'll make a barehanded throw over to first. 2 outs in the inning. Lopez, now the batter. Lopez flew to center his first time up. Bergeron with a lot of putouts tonight in center field for Montreal. Armas will get the sign from Nor, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 41. Called strike 3 on Lopez. Lopez doesn't like the call, but he is out on strikes, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Braves here in the top of the 4th. Still 1-0 Atlanta as we move into the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and we are back to toward the top of the Expos order. Here's Bloom. Bloom grounded out his first time up. 1-0 Braves, bottom of the 4th. Top of the order, Guerrero and Seguinal also due up in this inning for Montreal. Carsey will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is an in-play 83. Yeah, right. That'll be grounded over to short. DeRosa will get to that one without any issues. He'll make the play over to first, and that's out number 1. Here's Guerrero. Guerrero actually grounded out his first time up. Carsey looking in at Lopez for the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a tough 7. That's an ugly swing by Guerrero at a changeup he got badly in front of for strike 3. That is out number 2. Two down, and the batter now is Seguinal. Seguinal is 0 for 1 tonight. Carsey will get the sign from Lopez, and he will pitch. 9 is an in-play 33. That'll be grounded over to first. Once again, Caminiti will wave off. Carsey coming over, take it to the bag himself. That will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Expos here in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Atlanta after 4. We'll let Armas get a few warm-up tosses in as we go to another part of the product unboxing. We've got a box here from Amazon, so let's see what we've got in here. I already unboxed Sensuicon from Compass Games. It's basically Japanese The Hunters from what I can see. Let's see, right, it looks like I pull it over here. I can probably tear this open. Okay. So in here, we've got a new cookbook I can dig into for Mystical Munchies. This is Starfield, the official cookbook, recipes from across the galaxy. Experience snacks, drinks, and delicacies from across the settled systems. So yeah, this actually looks like it'll be a pretty cool cookbook to dig into. And I've still got 2 more boxes that I've got to get to from the Amazon delivery. Top of the 5th coming up, and we're back to the bottom of the Braves order. Here's DeRosa. DeRosa tonight struck out his first time up. 1-0 Atlanta still in the top of the fifth. Ha ha, Jester. Armas will get the sign from Nor. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a ballpark. 76 is in play for DeRosa. And 85 is going to be way too high. That'll be bounced over to short. Cabrera will get to that one with no problem. He'll make the play over to first. That's out number 1. Carse, now the batter. Carse is 0 for 1. Yes. Armas will get the sign from Nor, and he will pitch. 3 is a wheelhouse 99. Yeah, right. That'll be a fly ball into left field. Coming in for that one is Wilkerson. He'll make that catch on the run. That will be out number 2. Giles, now the batter. Giles has a double tonight. He's 1 for 2. Armas will get the sign from Nor. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a patient 48, and Giles is going to get into one. That'll get to the gap. Giles will have himself a triple. He will be at third base, standing up. Batter now is Suroff. Suroff tonight is 1 for 2 with a single. Giles at third with the second run of the game. Armas will get the sign from Nor. Fans here at Olympic Stadium hoping Armas can pull the Expos through. Armas will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a patient 17. Ball 4. Curveball misses the zone, and Suroff finds himself on with a 2-out walk. Runners at the corners for Helms. Helms tonight is 0 for 2. To say nothing, it's been a crazy season already, to say nothing of the several near cycles that we've had in this replay. Armas will get the sign from Nor, and he will pitch. 11 is a ballpark check. 49, uh-oh, that's wheelhouse for Helms. A 37, that's going to be a base hit by Helms. The Braves are going to get at least 1 run out of this. Soft blooper into left field. So that's going to be a 1B7. That'll bring Giles to score. Suroff will turn on the Jets, go to third. Giles will score. Suroff to third. Helms to first. 2-0 Braves. Stadium groans. Ugh. Here's Jordan. Jordan is 1 for 2 with a double tonight. Suroff at third, Helms at first. Fans at Olympic Stadium do not like what they see. Armas will get the sign from Nor, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 85. That'll be grounded over to short. Picking that up is going to be Cabrera. He'll make the play over to first, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits. And the score is now 2-0 Atlanta as we move into the bottom of the 5th. Let's see, he came in the 3rd. Carse is going to start the bottom of the 5th. We are going to get some activity in the Braves bullpen, though. Starting to get loose for Atlanta will be Steve Reed is going to start warming up in the Braves bullpen, as Atlanta holding on to a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Leading off for the Expos is the middle of their order. Here's Cabrera. Cabrera is 0 for 1 tonight. 2-0 Atlanta. Bottom of the fifth. It has been a very chaotic game tonight so far. Carce will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 56. That'll be grounded over to third. Picking that up is going to be Helms. He'll take his time, throw that across the horn. 1 out in the inning. Knorr, now the batter with 1 out. Knorr tonight is 1 for 1. He's got a single. Carce will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 35. Called strike 3 on Knorr. Strike 3, that'll be out number 2. Batter now is Wilkerson. Wilkerson tonight is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Carce will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 18. Swing and a miss by Wilkerson. Strike 3, that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Expos here in the bottom of the fifth. Atlanta with a 2-0 lead after 5. Top of the sixth coming up, and I think we're going to finish up with the unboxings during the 7th inning stretch in this one. Leading off for the Braves is Caminiti. Caminiti is 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. We're going to get some activity in Montreal's bullpen, as getting loose for the Expos is going to be... Let's see. The Expos are going to get... The Expos are going to get lefty Joey Eishen warming up. All right. Now that we've got that all set up, we'll come back to the game. Armas will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 29. Swing and a miss by Caminiti. Strike 3. That will be out number 1. Armas looked like he was locked in earlier, but then Giles got to him. 1 out in the inning. Batter now is Jones. Jones is 0 for 2 tonight. Armas will get the sign from Knorr once again. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 7. Swing and a miss by Jones. That's out number 2 on strike 3, as the breaking ball once again buckles Jones. Lopez, now the batter. Lopez is 0 for 2 tonight. Armas will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 19. Swing and a miss by Lopez. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Armas strikes out the side here in the top of the 6th. Still 2-0 Atlanta heading into the bottom of the 6th. And we need to see if Montreal can actually give Armas some run support. Carce is going to come out of the game. The Braves are going to go to the bullpen. They're going to get Steve Reed coming in relief. 2-2 with a 3.48 ERA. 31 innings pitched, 30 hits, 3 homers, 13 walks, 25 strikeouts. He will be the third pitcher for the Braves tonight. Because remember, John Burkett left the game early due to an injury. Stepping into the batter's box, taking his warm-up cuts, is Mateo. Mateo is 0 for 1 tonight. The Braves holding on to a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Digital Diamond is just being a little bit slow tonight. Okay, I think we're mostly set there. Reed will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. 3 is an in-play 32. That'll be popped up on the infield. Getting under that at second base is Giles. He will make the catch for out number 1. As much as the Expos would love to leave Armas out, somewhat in control of this game, they need to get some offense here. Coming into pinch hit, so Armas is going to come out of the game. Coming into pinch hit for the Expos is going to be... coming into pinch hit and take over in left field. Actually, in left field, or do they want to have somebody out? Yep. Actually, better idea, coming into pinch hit and take over at second base is going to be Jose Vidro. 12 homers, 25 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. So he's going to come into pinch hit, and he's taking over in left field. He's taking over at second base for Mateo. Let's see, Jose Vidro, there we are. Okay. Reed. Reed will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a ballpark check. 82, he's batting lefty. That's in play for Vidro. But a 29 will be enough to get Vidro on base with a single. That is a 1-out single for Vidro. One out in the inning, infield at double play depth. Batter now is Bergeron. Bergeron is 0 for 2. Mateo is coming out of the game. Reed will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is an in-play 72. That'll get bounced to short. Picking that up is going to be DeRosa. We'll see if the Braves can turn a double play and get out of the inning. 5 or less on 2d6. No. Vidro will just barely be thrown out. Bergeron will go to second on the fielder's choice, as that'll be a 6-4 putout for out number 2. As Bergeron is at first, batter now is Bloom. Bloom tonight is 0 for 2. Reed will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a ballpark check. 11, that's wheelhouse for Bloom. And an 8, the Expos just found a way against all odds to tie this game with a boom! That ball is hit high! That ball is hit deep! That ball is gone! home run, Jeff Bloom, tie game. We are tied at 2 here in Montreal. Stadium cheers. Yay! Steve Reed can't believe it. 2 outs in the inning. Yep, 2 outs in the inning. Tie game here in Montreal. We've got a ball game all of a sudden. Batter now is Guerrero. Guerrero is 0 for 2 tonight. Reed will get the sign from Lopez. We'll have some activity in Atlanta's bullpen momentarily. Reed will set, and he will pitch. 5 is an in-play 59. That'll be grounded over to third. Helms will get to that one. He'll have no trouble with it. He'll make the throw over to first. That will retire the side, but Montreal manages to tie this game. 2 runs on 2 hits. A 2-run bomb by Jeff Bloom. We are knotted at 2 here in Montreal after 6. Expos need a pitcher. Coming in to pitch for Montreal is going to be lefty Joey Eishen. 0-1 with a 4.85 ERA. 29 and 2/3 innings pitched. 29 hits, 4 homers, 16 walks, 19 strikeouts in 2001. And as I mentioned, we will get some activity in Atlanta's bullpen as well, as Mike Remlinger is going to start getting loose for the Braves. Okay. Yes, Digital Diamond, I know the Expos need a pitcher. If you'll kindly clam up, I will give them a new pitcher. Let's see. Joey Eishen. Here we go. Leading off for the Braves. This could be a bad play, but it's DeRosa leading off. DeRosa tonight is 0 for 2. We'll see how well this works out for Montreal. Okay, so we gotta click OK in Digital Diamond. There we go. Eishen will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is an in-play 95. That'll be lifted into left field. Getting under that one for Montreal is going to be Wilkerson. He will make the play, and that will be out number 1. Reed is going to come out of the game. The Braves are going to go to the bench once again. And against lefties, they've got they're going to use the best gun they've got against lefties. Actually, wait a second. Oh yeah. They're going to use the best gun they've got. That's Bernard Gilkey against lefties. 2 homers, 8 walks against left-handed pitching in 2001 for Gilkey. Okay. Oh, I think I forgot to actually finish up with Vidro taking over in center field. So actually, Mateo's still at second base. So actually, Mateo is still in the game because I totally spaced on that. Whoops. I knew what I meant to do, I just forgot to finish it in Digital Diamond. Anywho, Eishen will now get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient rare play. That is the 5th rare play I've had tonight. And it's a bases empty patient rare play. Oh, good grief. Okay. Let's see, a 55. Batter is hit by the pitch and charges the mound. Both teams spill onto the field with a lot of pushing and shoving. Next hit by pitch this game ignites a brawl with the batter and the pitcher being ejected and suspended 5 games each. Plunk, ouch. So we've actually got a rare play for my house rule. Oop. All right, Bernard Gilkey will go to first. Infield will go to double play depth. There is 1 out in the inning. Batter now is Giles. Giles is 2 for 3 with a single and with a double and a triple. While we simulate as Barbara now joins us here at Stade Olympique. And yep, usually Barbara, I try to start between 6 and 7. So you're late to the game and you've already missed a lot going on. But we're gonna role play a little bit of the teams getting separated since we just had a brawl breakout. And while they're getting separated, we're going to go into another part of my Amazon delivery that I had earlier today. You have missed quite a lot of chaos in this game already, Barbara. We've had 2 Braves lifted early for injuries. We had Armas in the zone earlier. We almost had another power outage delay since I've had that rare play come up a few times in this replay. And now we've got the brawl. So now all the umpires notifications were messed up and YouTube has been weird tonight. YouTube's a little touchy sometimes on a lot of this stuff. But let's see what we've got in this delivery. In here we are going to pull out Spider-Geddon for Marvel. No, I'm happier here now, Barbara, but yeah, like I said, I know notifications have always been a little bit touchy from what I can hear, but we're greeted in here by Spider-Geddon, which from the looks of it is going to be another base game for Marvel United. I'll find out more about that when I crack it open. Anyway, coming back to business here. We've got the infield at double play depth as Giles is now the batter. So yeah, a lot of chaos tonight, but let's come back to it. Giles, they're going to let him swing. He actually hits lefties pretty well. Aishan will get the sign from Noor, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 51, and against a lefty, Giles is going to get into that one. That'll be a double and a chance for the Braves to take the lead. And a line shot splits the gap into center field. So that'll be a double into center field for Giles. Gilkey will go to third. Giles will go to second. The infield has got to play in. Batter now is Suroff. Fans here at Olympic Stadium are very nervous. Suroff is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk tonight. Tied at 2, but the Braves are threatening to tie the game. Aishan will get the sign from Noor. Fans here at Olympic Stadium are loud. Aishan will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a tough 96. That's a fly ball into right field. Getting under that one is going to be Guerrero. He will make the catch. 4 out number 2. Gilkey's run rating is not high enough for him to reliably score. He will hold at third with 2 outs in the inning. Helms, now the batter. Helms tonight is 0 for 2, 1 for 2 with a single. Aishan trying to get out of the 7th. Trying to work around a leadoff, a 1-out hit batter and a double. Aishan will get the sign from Noor, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 10. Swing and a miss by Helms. Strike 3, that will retire the side. The hit batter and the double go for nothing here in the top of the 7th. We are still tied at 2 as we move into the 7th inning stretch. Saying take me out to the ball game, I will take a small break. Also, stadium size. Phew! No baseball tomorrow night, as Tuesday is designated as my off night. You may see small streams, but I'm not betting on it this week. Our next game in the replay will be Wednesday night. This will be our last Wednesday block on the channel for this replay, as I had to accommodate the top 100 board games of all time countdown on Thursdays. We are headed up to Camden Yards in Baltimore, Maryland, as the Tampa Bay Devil Rays will be playing the Baltimore Orioles. Tanyan Sturtsy will be going for the Devil Rays, and Calvin Maduro will be going for the Orioles. Bottom of the 7th, Braves need a pitcher. Coming in to pitch will be Mike Remlinger. 3-3 with a 2.76 ERA. 75 innings pitched, 67 hits, 9 homers, 23 walks, 93 strikeouts in 2001. We'll get Digital Diamond to start catching up. And while Digital Diamond catches up, once I start getting it loading up, we're going to look at... damn it. We're going to look at clearing a giant box off the field. What we're actually going to do is we're going to look at the last of the delivery from Amazon. So yes, we're also going to drop a box while we're at it. Alright, now that I've got Digital Diamond loading at least Remlinger coming in, let's slice this last box open and then we'll be done with the deliveries after this. Okay, now we're done with that. First thing we're greeted by in here is the official Sonic the Hedgehog cookbook. So this is another cookbook I could potentially sink my teeth into for Mystical Munchies. If you know Sonic the Hedgehog, you know his big thing is all speed. And what we're also greeted by in here, and this will be the last thing that we're unboxing tonight, is the Deadpool expansion for Marvel United. Since I figure it's kind of fitting to get the Deadpool expansion this month, since it's on Mystical Munchies, we are cooking with Deadpool. Okay. So now that we've recovered from the box falling on the field. Yes, it's a stream. You never know what can happen when you're live. Like Phoenix Knight can be a klutz and drop a box tonight. I'm sure you guys enjoyed that part of it. Bottom of the 7th brings us to the middle of the Expos order. Here's Seguinal. Seguinal is 0 for 2 tonight. Remlinger will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 28. Called strike 3 on Seguinal. He's out. That's out number 1. Here's Cabrera. Cabrera tonight is 0 for 2. Remlinger will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient 15. Cabrera manages to find the patient, and that'll be ball 4. Cabrera will trot to first with a 1-out walk. Infield set for double play. Batter now is Knorr. Knorr tonight is 1 for 2. He's got a single. Cabrera could try to swipe a bag. Actually, they could have nor try to lay down the... No, that's a bad idea. They're terrible against lefties. Remlinger will get the sign from Lopez, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 33. Just misses being a wild pitch. Instead, that's going to be a called strike 3 on Knorr for out number 2. Second strikeout of the night for Knorr. Wilkerson, now the batter with 2 outs. Wilkerson is 0 for 2. He's got 2 strikeouts tonight. Remlinger will get the sign from Lopez, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 2. The bat got more airtime on that swing than the ball did. That's strike 3. That will retire the side. Nothing across except the walk for the Expos. We are tied at 2 here in Montreal after 7. Let's see. Jester doesn't have the Deadpool expansion. Who's in the Deadpool box? Actually, it's just Deadpool's in here as hero, villain, and a potential challenge character. There's also Bob, Agent of Hydra, in here. As I think that purple color is like an anti-hero kind of thing. I'm not sure what. Yeah, it looks like that's the anti-hero most likely. So that's who's in the Deadpool expansion for Marvel United. Top of the 8th in a very chaotic game. And batter now is going to be Jordan. They're going to let Eischen start the top of the 8th. Jordan tonight is 1 for 3 with a double. We're going to get some more activity in Montreal's bullpen, as getting loose for the Expos is going to be... The Expos are going to get... The Expos are going to get Scott Strickland warming up. The way this game's going, the next run could be critical. And honestly, probably will be. Eischen will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a patient 38, and Jordan will start the inning off with a base hit. Caminiti, now the batter as the infield is set for double play. Caminiti is 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Jump at 3 against a hold of 6. Probably not a good chance to get the jump, so... Jump at 3... Hold of 6? Yeah, no. He's going to hold. Caminiti, also a terrible bunter. Eischen will get the sign from Knorr, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 7. Swing and a miss by Caminiti. Strike 3 for out number 1. Jones, now the batter. Jones is 0 for 3. Eischen will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient 13. That is ball 4, and the Braves now have something going on. 2 on, 1 out. Lopez, now the batter. Lopez is 0 for 3 tonight. Eischen will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a ballpark check. Uh-oh. 11 is wheelhouse for Lopez. But an 87, that's going to be hit hard, but it's going to be hit right to Cabrera. Can Cabrera react fast enough to get the double play? That'll be a 7 or less on 2d6. Just barely, no. Jordan will go to third. Jones will be thrown out. Lopez will go to second. 2 outs in the inning. Two outs in the inning, and DeRosa now the batter. DeRosa tonight is 0 for 3. Fans here at Olympic Stadium hoping Eischen can get the Expos out of trouble. The pitcher's spot is due up second in the bottom of the 8th for Montreal. Eischen will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a wheelhouse 12, and about getting out of the 8th. I don't think that's going to happen for Eischen, because that is a boom! High, deep, gone! Home run, Mark DeRosa. Braves take the lead back. 5-2 Braves. Stadium barfs. Bleh. They're going to let... I think they want to get another inning out of Remlinger, so they're going to let him bat. And they're going to let Eischen pitch they're going to let Remlinger bat here in the top of the 8th. 5-2 Braves off the 3-run bomb. They want to get one more inning out of Remlinger, also to get Smoltz warming up in the bullpen. Eischen will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 3 is a patient 29. That'll be popped up. That'll be lined to second. Putting up his glove is going to be Mateo. Ball will slam into it. That will retire the side. But the Braves take the lead back here in the bottom of the 8th, in the top of the 8th. 3 runs on 2 hits and a walk. A 3-run bomb by Mark DeRosa. It is now 5-2 Atlanta as we get set for the bottom of the 8th. And as I mentioned, getting loose in the Atlanta bullpen will be John Smoltz. Wow. What a clutch shot by Mark DeRosa. Bottom of the 8th coming up. And I think no. Batter is going to be... they're going to let Mateo bat against their better judgment. I actually forgot to take him out of the game, even though I was meaning to, back when Vidro came in to pinch hit. That was my screw-up. Remlinger will get the sign from Lopez, and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 54. Called strike 3 on Mateo. Strike 3, that'll be out number 1. Eischen will come out of the game. Coming in to pinch hit is going to be Mike Mordecai. 3 homers, 10 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Remlinger will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 94. That'll get lifted into left field. Coming under that is going to be Suroff. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Batter now is Bergeron. Bergeron is 0 for 3. Remlinger will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a ballpark check. 91 is in play for the lefty Bergeron, though. And a 59 is going to be flown into left field. Suroff will get under that one for the Braves. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Expos here in the bottom of the 8th. Score is now 5-2 Braves after 8. Expos need a pitcher. Coming in to pitch for Montreal is going to be Scott Strickland. 2-6 with a 3.21 ERA. 81 and a third innings pitched. 67 hits. 9 homers. 41 walks. 85 strikeouts in 2001. His job is to lock this game down and keep it right where it is so that Montreal can have a chance at some ninth inning magic. Excuse me. Leading off the top of the 9th is Giles. Giles is 3 for 4 with 2 doubles and a triple. I'm just letting Digital Diamond get caught up here. There we go. Strickland. Oh, let's also remember that this time, just in case we do get some ninth inning magic, let's also remember that I did want Mordecai to take over at second base for Mateo. This time, I will remember to sub Mateo out. Come on, Digital Diamond. Let's see, he's going into the 8 spot. Mordecai should be at second base. Come on, Digital Diamond. There we go. Okay. Come on, Digital Diamond. Pick it up. There we go. Okay. Strickland will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a patient 38, and, of course, the first thing he does is walk the first batter he sees. It's just been that kind of night, folks. Infield set for double play. Batter now is Suroff. Suroff tonight is 1 for 3 with a single. Giles will take his lead off first. Strickland will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a patient 68. Fortunately, he's not that patient. He's going to bounce that over to short. Picking that up is going to be Cabrera. Let's see if Montreal can turn the double play. That'll be a 5 or less on 2d6. No, Giles will make second. Suroff will be thrown out at first. 4, out number 1. Sacrifice hit by Suroff. Batter now is Helms. Helms tonight is 1 for 4 with a single. One out here in the top of the ninth. 5-2 Braves. Strickland will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a patient 52, and that is going to be a base hit by Helms. Runner on second scores. Giles will come in to score. Helms will make first. 6-2 Braves. Stadium groans. Ugh. Infield back to double play depth. Batter now is Jordan. Jordan tonight is 2 for 4 with a single and a double. Boy, I tell you what, looking ahead to the playoffs, it's a little early. We're about to finish July. But if Montreal makes the playoffs, I do not like their chances. Strickland will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a wheelhouse 43. He's a righty. That'll be a base hit, another base hit by Jordan. Long single into the gap to center field. Runner on first will advance 1 base. Helm will make second. Jordan will make first. Once again, 2 on, 1 out. Batter now is Caminiti. Caminiti tonight is 0 for 3 with a walk. More activity in Montreal's bullpen as they're going to get Scott Stewart warming up in the bullpen. Strickland will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 95, lifted into left field. Moving under that will be Wilkerson. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Jones, now the batter with 2 outs. Jones is 0 for 3 with a walk tonight. Strickland will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 45. Called strike 3 on Jones, and the inning is finally over. 1 run on 2 hits and a walk, and it is now 6-2 Atlanta, heading into the bottom of the ninth, where we have the age-old question to answer of, will we see some ninth inning magic? Remlinger is going to come out of the game. This is not a save situation, but the Braves are going to go to John Smoltz, their closer. 3-3 with a 3.6 ERA, 10 saves, but again, not a save situation. 59 innings pitched, 53 hits, 7 homers, 10 walks, 57 strikeouts in 2001. The Braves are going to go to Smoltz to try to turn the lights out on Montreal. Leading off the bottom of the ninth, we've got Bloom. Bloom tonight is 1 for 3, but that one was a 2-run bomb. That's been Montreal's only scoring tonight. Montreal has actually been pretty terrible on the board in this 2001 replay. This is their second appearance on the board, and I think these are the only 2 runs they've scored on the board. Yes. These are their only 2 runs that they've scored on the board so far. They need to get it together here. Smoltz will get the sign from Bloom, or not from Bloom, from Lopez. He will set. Here's the windup and the pitch. 8 is an in-play 62. That'll be flown into right field. Jordan will get under that one for Atlanta. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Guerrero, now the batter. Guerrero tonight is 0 for 3. Smoltz will get the sign from Lopez. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is an in-play 44. That'll be grounded right back to Smoltz. He'll take his time, move that over to first for out number 2. And the last chance for the Expos is not going to come down to Fernando Seguinal. He is going to come out of the game. Instead, Montreal is going to put their hopes in the hands of Lee Stevens. 20 homers, 46 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Let's get Digital Diamond caught up on that as well. As the fans at Olympic Stadium coming to life, hoping Stevens can extend this game and get Cabrera to the plate. The Expos are going to go lefty on righty for this one. Smoltz will get the sign from Lopez. Fans here at Olympic Stadium are loud. Smoltz will set, he will kick, and he will pitch. 4 is a wheelhouse 66, and that's going to be a grounder over to short. Getting that is going to be DeRosa. He'll pump once, pump twice, throw to first. That's your game. The Atlanta Braves hold on to beat the Montreal Expos thanks to a 3-run shot by Mark DeRosa in the top of the 8th by a final score of 6-2. Stadium groans. Ugh. Final line score coming up. I'm just doing my cleanup while we get to the box score in Digital Diamond. Because we also are going to have Ultra Quick Baseball once we get done here. This, to put it nicely, was a chaotic game, especially early. We didn't even need Montreal's fast action cards tonight. That's how bad this one was. That's how chaotic this one was. For the Braves, 6 runs on 10 hits and no errors. For the Expos, 2 runs on 3 hits and no errors. Winning pitcher tonight is going to be Mike Remlinger. He'll pick up the win. Joey Eischen will end up with the loss tonight. But, of course, if you guys are regulars on the channel, you know by now that we are not done yet. We still have to see how the rest of the majors fared. And once I finish up with cleanup, we are going to see to exactly that. It is now time to see how the rest of the majors fared, and to do that, we've got a combination of Ultra Quick Baseball by Downey Games and the clutch ratings from Fast Score. So the Braves are going to get a 6-2 win over the Expos here in Montreal. Once my ticker decides it feels like working for me tonight. Actually, I think the problem is with my keyboard. Oh, this is going to be fun. Actually, you know what? I can probably pull this up. Oh, here we go. Looks like I decided to work on my iPad. I was going to say I can pull it up on my laptop, but I don't need to do that now. Anyway, we are all set to run the ticker, so now let's get to it. It is already getting pretty late here. We are on July 29th. We've got the Orioles and the Angels. Actually, let me bring my drink over here as well. But the Orioles and the Angels are both ends. The Orioles roll a 46. That's 4. The Angels roll a 26. That's 3. That's a win for the Brownbirds. Giants and the Diamondbacks. San Francisco, T21 is 4. Arizona, S65 is 9. That's a win for the Snakes. White Sox and the Red Sox, once again, the American League Fashion Show. White Sox wanted this one. R65 is 9. Boston, Q23 is 3. The Pale Hose will triple up the Bo Sox. Cardinals and the Cubs. Cardinals, S41 is 5. Cubs, U31 is 4. The Redbirds will beat the Baby Bears. Marlins at the Reds. Florida, N46 is 4. Cincinnati, O52 is 5. That game belongs to the Reds. Indians and the Tigers. Cleveland didn't want this one. P11 is 0. Detroit, N32 is 3. The Kitty Cats will get by the Tribe. Rockies and the Dodgers. Colorado, wow, both teams wanted this one, but Colorado's probably going to get it. U66 is 10. Los Angeles, M66 is 8. A shootout goes to Colorado. Padres and the Brewers are both O's. San Diego rolls a 42. That's 4. Milwaukee rolls a 53. That's 5. That's a win for the Beer Makers over the Priests. Phillies and the Mets. Phillies, R12 is 2. Mets, O45 is 4. The Mets will double up the Phillies. Royals and the Athletics are both R's. Kansas City rolls a 45. That's 5. Oakland rolls a 14. That's 3. Kansas City will get that win. Astros and the Pirates are both O's. Houston rolls a 35. That's 4. Pittsburgh rolls a 66. That's 9. The Pirates will hang the Jolly Roger. Twins at the Mariners. Minnesota, U44 is 6. Seattle, V21 is 4. That's a win for Minnesota. Devil Rays at the Rangers. Tampa Bay, I-46 is 3. Texas, P62 is 6. The Rangers will double up the Devil Rays. Yankees and the Blue Jays. Yankees, Q22 is 3. Toronto, R15 is also 3. They will have extras. Yankees roll a 1, plus 1 is 2. Blue Jays roll a 2, plus 2 is 2, or plus 0 is 2. By virtue of home field, Blue Jays will have the win in extras. July 30th. Looks like only one game on the 30th. Rangers and the Orioles. Texas, Q15 is 3. Baltimore, H16 is 2. That's a win for Texas. July 31st. Expos and the Diamondbacks are both Qs. Montreal rolls a 54. That's 5. Diamondbacks roll a 22. That's 3. The Expos get another win in Ultra Quick, but that won't fly once the lights are on bright on the board in the playoffs. Devil Rays and the Orioles. Tampa Bay, L24 is 2. Baltimore, J56. That's 4. The Brown Birds will double up the Devil Rays. Angels and the Red Sox. Anaheim, P55 is 5. Boston, R52 is 6. That's a win for the Bo Sox. Royals and the White Sox. Kansas City, O13 is 2. Chicago, P54 is 5. That's a win for Chicago. Athletics and the Indians. Oakland, R65 is 9. Cleveland, W46 is 7. A shootout goes to the A's. Phillies and the Rockies. Both teams roll 13s. Philadelphia's M is good for 1. Colorado's V is 3. That's a win for the Rockies. Mariners and the Tigers. Seattle, Q21 is 3. Detroit, S12, that is 2. That's a win for Seattle. Mets and the Astros. Mets, N26 is 3. Astros, T32 is 4. That's a win for the Spacefarers. Reds and the Dodgers. Cincinnati, P12 is 1. Los Angeles, O14, that's 2. That's a win for the Blue Bombers. Marlins and the Brewers. Florida, N26 is 3. Brewers, Q33 is 4. And the beer makers will get the fishies drunk. Rangers and the Yankees. Texas, U62 is 8. Yankees, M46 is a big game. Uh-oh. 54 sends them down 5 columns. They're on column H today. 53 is 3. That's a win for Texas. Cubs and the Padres are both... Nope, they're not both the same column. They do need the same side. Cubs, O33 is 4. Padres, S23 is a big game. Another big game column. 12 minus 4 columns. Column O for San Diego now. 42 is also 4. They will go to extras. Cubs roll a 3. Minus 2 is 1. San Diego rolls a 3. Plus 1 is 4. The Priests will get that win in extras. Pirates and the Giants. Pirates, O16 is 2. Giants, P34 is 4. The Giants will double up the Pirates. Braves and the Cardinals. Braves, R24 is 3. Cardinals, U45 is 6. That's a win for the Redbirds over the Bravos. Twins and the Blue Jays. Twins, Q55 is 6. Actually, the Blue Jays are also Qs. They roll a 15, though. That's 3. The Twins will double up the Bluebirds. On to August 1st. Expos and the Diamondbacks are both Qs. Actually, we're probably going to have extras. Montreal rolls a 55. That's 6. Diamondbacks roll a 53. That's 5. I stand corrected. Montreal takes that one before extras. Devil Rays and the Orioles will see these two teams on Wednesday night. Devil Rays, L36 is a big game for Tampa Bay. 43 sends them back 3 columns. So they're on column I now. But a 62 is 4. Orioles. J13 is 1. That's a win for the Devil Rays. Angels and the Red Sox. Anaheim. P15 is 3. Boston. R61 is 7. That's a win for Boston. Royals and the White Sox. Kansas City wanted this one. 066 is 9. Chicago. P41 is 4. That's a win for Kansas City. Athletics and the Indians. Oakland. R53 is a big game for Oakland. We've gotten a lot of big games in this block. 56 plus 2 columns, so they're on column T now. 62 is going to be 8. Cleveland with a W16 is going to be 4, and the Indians will get doubled up. Phillies and the Rockies. Philadelphia. M56 is 5. Colorado. V53 is 8. Yeah, that's still 8. That's a win for Colorado. Mariners and the Tigers. Seattle. Q54 is 5. Detroit. S33 is 4. That's a win for Seattle. Mets and the Astros. Mets. N33 is 3. Astros. T53 is 7. That's a win for the Spacefarers. Reds and the Dodgers. Reds. P24 is 3. Dodgers. 011 is 0. That game belongs to the Reds because the Dodgers didn't want it. Marlins and the Brewers. Florida. N43 is 4. Brewers. Q65 is 8. That's a win for the beer makers, as once again they'll get the fishies drunk. Rangers and the Yankees. Texas. U46 is 6. Yankees. M11. They didn't want this one. That's 0. That's a win for the Rangers. Cubs and the Padres. Cubs. 052 is 5. Padres. S62 is 8. The Friars will get that win over the Baby Bears. Pirates and the Giants. Pittsburgh. 032 is 3. Giants. P31 is also 3. They will have extras. Pirates roll a 3, plus 1 is 4. Giants roll a 1, plus 2 is 3. That's a win for the Pirates in extras. Right. Braves and the Cardinals. I froze up for a second. Braves. R41 is 4. Cardinals. U64. That is 9. That's a win for the Redbirds. Twins and the Blue Jays are both Qs. Twins roll a 53. That's 5. Blue Jays roll a 12. That's 1. That's a win for the Twins. And that is your Ultra Quick Baseball by Downey Games. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Or there's always Wednesday, I should say. No stream tomorrow night, as Tuesday is my designated off night. Wednesday night, we will be at Camden Yards in Baltimore, Maryland, as the Tampa Bay Devil Rays will be playing the Baltimore Orioles. Tanyan Sturtze will be going for the Devil Rays, and Calvin Maduro will be up for the Orioles. Thursday, I will be on Jester's channel as we'll be continuing our top 100 board games of all time countdown. So that'll be at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 Central. That will be starting on Jester's channel. Saturday, Mystical Munchies will continue out of the cooking with Deadpool Cookbook as we make the side Boxing Day bread. Sunday, we're playing Bowl-O-Rama by Play Games. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone. The Atlanta Braves get a three-run home run by Mark DeRosa in the top of the 8th inning tonight to beat the Montreal Expos by a final score of 6-2. Once again, take care, and I will see you guys on Wednesday.